Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you all a mixed media card that I created using the Mushroom Mansion die set from Spellbinders. It is a newer release, I think from either June or July. It is super cute and I have been loving mushrooms lately. So I decided to do a bit of mixed media play using alcohol inks. It has been a while since I've done this. So I went ahead and I just die cut everything out of some Kromekote, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, cardstock from Cardstock Warehouse. It is a glossy white cardstock on one side. It kind of reminds me of like photo paper. So I wanted to see how this held up to using it with alcohol inks. I know it will work perfectly for hot foiling because you need a glossy surface, but I also wanted to see how it held up with the alcohol inks, and to my surprise it did better than I expected, because when I first added blending solution to this mushroom here, I was a little worried as the page seemed to be like really saturated with the blending solution. So I'm just going in with some violet, fuchsia, and a deep purple alcohol inks. I have a mix of some Ranger and some Amazon brand of inks, but I'm going in with those inks and adding colors to this. I was inspired by some black light photos of mushrooms that I found on Pinterest, and I wanted these mushrooms to pop. So I wanted to add these colors and then put it up against a black backdrop so I could emulate the black light look. Again, just going in with these fuchsias and purples, violets. I add a little bit of that aqua ranger ink and then my blending solution here and there. I am doing this on a gel plate because I thought maybe I would get the gel plate to peel, but it just stained it, which is perfectly fine. I was just doing some mixed media creative play, so no harm done with not being able to get that off my gel plate. I think it actually makes it look better. So for the leaves, again, I die cut everything out first and then went in with the alcohol ink. So I'm using a lime green as well as an aqua and then an emerald green um, to add some depth to that. And I am going in with blending solution and my little hand blower wherever I can. I wanted the mushroom to be up against the bright, vibrant green leaves. So that is what I am doing. And I did want to leave a good bit of white. So you will see that not the entire leaf is covered because I wanted it to look like it was marbled with the alcohol ink and then die cut versus me die cutting and then adding the inks. So I do go in and dry this with my heat tool. After I've set them to the side for a little bit, I do go back in with my heat tool to dry everything. Once I'm happy with how things are looking, I finish up with the doors, and I didn't have a very vibrant orange. So it doesn't look as vibrant as I would have liked. It looks more brown here on screen, but it is orange, and then I added in a yellow. That was, I think it was a golden yellow alcohol ink, so it deepened the like darkness of the orange. So that wasn't what I was going for, but it still ends up looking really good. Once I have everything dry, I go in with some foam dots and I go ahead and assemble the mushroom mansion. So I add on the roof and that layer that creates the lines underneath the mushroom cap, as well as the doors and the windows. I did not back the windows. I thought about adding the white backing from the die cut back onto there, but I didn't. So you will see that you'll just see straight through the house. Here I'm taking some black cardstock and I'm using some white acrylic ink. This is actually something that I picked up, I think from Hobby Lobby on clearance, but it's white acrylic ink and it has the little the dropper. So I just took the dropper and just let whatever was in it, just squeezed it out onto the paper, and then I hit it with my heat tool to set it. Once I have that dry, I go in with a more vibrant yellow, and I'm going to drop that onto those white dots so it pops against the black. I hit that with my heat tool, and I later go in with a violet to bring more of the purples into the background because I don't know, I didn't, with the gradient, I didn't think the purple popped on its own enough. So I added a few extra drops of this acrylic ink, and then I added drops of the purple on top of that. Once my background was complete, I started layering on my leaves. I just used some foam strips and I added those to the leaves and kind of played around with the placement. I tried to do a bit of symmetry as far as if I had two of the same die cuts, I wanted one on the left and one on the right. So this is what I ended up with. Once I got all my leaves down, I added on my mushroom again using these foam strips that I have. I'm not sure where these came from, but I normally get my foam strips from scrapbook.com. I have been loving them and they come in different thicknesses. But these I think were given to me in a swap, so I'm not sure where they come from. But here is how my card is looking. I added on this hot foiled curved sentiment as well as the little flowers from the die set. I just added alcohol ink directly to those to make those pop as well. And for part of this video, I was looking for the small mushroom that's down on the right, and I couldn't find it. So when I finally found it, I just added it to the right side to kind of balance all of the color out. Here I am just going in with my gel pen to add some highlights as well as adding a bit of smearing to emulate how white would look if it was dropped in on this alcohol ink because I did not have white. But yeah, guys, this is what my card is looking like. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. And if I can do anything today, I want to encourage you to get inky and explore your mediums because I find that when I'm in a crafty funk, doing mixed media projects tend to help me the most because I am able to be the most creative and not care too much about what things turn out to look like. So yeah, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.